Good morning, guys. So today we're going to read a book called Animals of the Outback, and it is a nonfiction book. Remember, nonfiction is true, so it's going to give us facts that we're going to pair with the koala who could, because we know koalas live on the continent of Australia, and so these are animals that you'll see in Australia, because another word that they say for Australia is they call it the Outback. So these are animals you might find in the Outback or Australia. Animals of the Outback. All right, first we have that nonfiction text feature, which is our table of contents. So we're going to talk about kangaroos on page 1, the platypus on page 2, the koala on page 3, the kookaburra on page 4, the dingo on page 5, the echidna on page 6, the emu on page 7, the crocodile on page 8, and then the glossary is going to be on page 9. All right, page 1, and you can see at the top we have this big bolded print. That's called the heading in a nonfiction book, and it says kangaroos. It's going to tell us that this page is going to be about kangaroo. A large part of Australia is known as the Outback. This area is very bare and dry. Remember, it's lots of deserts. When people think of Australia, kangaroos usually pop right into their head. Kangaroos are part of the marsupial family. Marsupials birth babies that aren't fully developed. The babies travel independently to their mother's pouch, where they will be fed and carried around for up to 4 months. A baby kangaroo is called a joey. Kangaroos live in groups of up to 50, known as troops. Male kangaroos will use their powerful hind legs to fight. Their large feet help them pounce over 9 meters in one jump and can travel up to 55 miles per hour, so they're very, very fast. Then we have the platypus. There are 2 mammals in the world that lay eggs, the platypus and the echidna. These 2 animals can only be found in Australia. The female platypus lays between 2 and 4 eggs. She will sit on them to incubate them for about 2 weeks. Another interesting quality of the platypus is that it uses a special skill to help him find food underwater. They are excellent swimmers, but they close their eyes and ears and follow electric waves in the water. When the platypus was first discovered and people saw pictures, they thought it was a joke. The duck bill, webbed feet, furry body, and beaver tail just seemed to not go together. The platypus is very much real and even protected in Australia now. So it's a very unique animal. The koala. Did you know that the koala is not a bear at all? They are marsupials, just like kangaroos. Koalas spend the majority of their day doing 2 things, sleeping and eating. Remember Kevin from our story, he always wanted to just kind of cling and stay in the tree. They sleep for up to 18 hours a day and eat 2 pounds of leaves. The leaves they prefer, eucalyptus leaves, are hard for many animals to eat and can even poison some of them. But the koala's body doesn't have any trouble with them. They get the majority of their fluids from the leaves and hardly ever even have to drink water. In fact, their name comes from a word that means no drink. Although koalas are protected in Australia, they are still not thriving due to 80% of their habitat are being destroyed in order to build human dwellings. Dwellings is another word for home. So even though they're protected to where people can't kill them, because the land that they live on is being cut down, they're not surviving. The kookaburra. The kookaburra is known around the world for his song that sounds like laughter, but this bird can only be found in Australia and New Guinea. The call of the kookaburra is referred to as the bushman's clock, because when the men hear it in the early morning, they begin to work. When they hear it in the evening, they quit work for the day. Kookaburras are the largest of the kingfisher birds. They are short and round with large bills and eat a wide variety of animals, from insects to snakes. There is a popular Australian children's song named after them called "The Kookaburra Sits in the Old Gum Tree." Dingoes. Dingoes are wild dogs that are native to Australia and Asia. They travel in packs of up to 10 dingoes and communicate through howls. They are considered pests to farmers who began getting guard donkeys to protect their livestock. So they actually use donkeys to protect all their livestock. The donkeys scare away the dingoes and foxes with their powerful kicks. Dingoes will hunt just about anything that they can find, from rabbits to lizards. They eat fruits and vegetables and even scavenge for humans' leftovers. Dingoes breed once a year and females give birth to 5 or so pups. The young depend on their mother for about 6 months before they try to find their own pack. The echidna. Like the platypus, the echidna looks like it has been pieced together from several different animals. It has spines like a porcupine, a pouch like a kangaroo, a beak like a bird, and lays eggs like a reptile. It is a mammal. It is in fact a mammal and can be found in Australia, New Guinea, and Tasmania. They have the lowest body temperature of any mammal at 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Our body temperatures are about 98 degrees. This feature allows them, with the fact that they have a very slow metabolism, allows them to live up to 50 years. They can sense electric waves that help them find insects to eat. Then they slurp the insect up with their long tongues. Since they do not have any teeth, they use their tongues and the roof of their mouth to match up. The emu. Second only to the ostrich, the emu is a very large bird and can be found in the woodlands and grasslands of Australia. Due to its 100 plus pounds, the emu is a flightless bird who uses its wings to keep it stable while running. The emu has many interesting features, such as double eyelids. It has 2 eyelids. One eyelid is used to blink. The other is used to keep the dust and dirt out of its eye, because there'd be a lot of dust and dirt because of it being so dry. They have 3-toed feet that are strong and powerful and will kick predators if they feel they are being threatened. Due to their ability to rely on their fat storage, emus can go several days without eating food, but they need water every single day. The crocodile. Due to their fast pace during short distances and sharp teeth, crocodiles are deadly predators. They can be found in many areas of the world, and they inhabit both fresh and salt water. The male saltwater crocodile averages about 16 feet long and 1,100 pounds. Although he can spend days out at sea at a time, the crocodile also gets around well on land too. He has 3 types of movements. He can gallop, somewhat like a rabbit, walk with his belly off the ground, or slide on his belly in the mud. Female crocodiles lay between 40 and 60 eggs and will guard the nest along with the male partner. The temperature of the nest will determine if the majority of the hatchlings are male or female. And then here's our glossary. If you didn't know what a bushman is, it's a man that lives in the outback. A dwelling is a house. Remember, to incubate, we talked about that a couple times, is to keep eggs warm by sitting on them. A native is a person or an animal from a certain place. And then scavenge means to search and collect from waste. Remember, we talked about the dingoes scavenge for food. And then stable means steady or fixed. We remember that from final stable syllable. It's always the same. All right, guys, I'm going to show you what you're going to do next in Seesaw with the information you learned from this book. All right, guys, so once you hit add a response in Seesaw, here's what you're going to do. You're going to see a poster that says animals in Australia, and you can see we have the kookaburra, the echidna, the dingo, the koala, the platypus, the kangaroo, and the emu. So what you're going to do is you're just going to you can either type it or you can hit the mic, and you're going to tell me facts about 3 of these animals. So pick your 3 favorites and give me a couple facts about each one, okay, and what makes them interesting. All right, you guys did an awesome job. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.